you enjoying the convention so far?
I'm not liking it at all. How about you?
It's terrible. Worst experience of my life. Miserable.
Everybody keeps asking me, so what do you think of Edmonton? Well, so far I've just seen the inside of this building. And I think it's great. I didn't realize that Edmonton it's actually big. Because you look on the map and it's like, it's this little thing in the middle of nowhere. No offense, but it's I mean, you wouldn't expect that. Someone just told me, you tell me if this is true, 1.1 million units. Wow. That's bigger than Boston, I think, is 900,000. For me, Boston is a big city. Evidently it's not, because you're like, where's Boston? I've never heard of it. I don't know why I'm talking about demographics, but...
So, you seem like a pretty fun-loving guy.
Not true.
Cass is kind of serious.
Yes.
Yes, he's pretty serious. Do you guys, do you play tricks on each other at the show? Do you guys get any hijinks or mischief?
Nope. I actually, so when you're a sort of big, famous actor on a show, you get certain preferential treatments. Like you get to park your car kind of like right up against the stages, and where everybody else has to take a shuttle to come in and get all these perks of the job. But I park my car several blocks away from where we're shooting every time, because if I park it anywhere near the studio, my tires are going to be flat. The transportation guys were like, Misha, I just saw your car, man. It's really filthy. Why don't you give me the keys? I'll bring it over here and wash it. I was like, oh, thanks a lot, because I haven't had time to wash my car. So he takes the keys, brings my car over there, over to the stages, and I drive away, and the roof rack slides off. Because Jared had unscrewed the roof rack. Which, frankly, I had to sit him down and say, look, shithead. I could have fallen through somebody's windshield. Like, that's not a great idea. And he agreed it wasn't a great idea, but didn't care. Yeah, there's a lot of hijinks. We are childish, and we're trying to counsel one another into behaving more like adults, because it's kind of getting ridiculous. We all got into, Jared Jensen and I got into a wrestling match recently, which, if you're me in that equation, that's really stupid, because they're huge compared to me. I did very well, but I was unable to pick up my child for about 2 weeks, so it was a little embarrassing. Still funny, but yes, no, anyway, so the question, I don't know what the question was, but I have a tendency to, one of the marks, I think, of a mature and seasoned actor is that they are able to not laugh during the scene. They stay in the scene, they stay in character, they don't break. I laugh at every opportunity while we're shooting, and it drives directors up the wall. And Jared particularly likes to harass me while we're shooting the scene, because he knows how easy it is to get me to break. And when a director, because directors are kind of like guest stars on the show, usually they're not there all the time. It's a new guy each week, and the directors get really frustrated, and they're like, just try to do it without laughing. And all they see is the monitor with just me laughing. They don't see what Jared's doing to me. So you hear this exasperated, Misha, can you just, and there's a broom handle on my balls or whatever. And I feel like that's not fair. It's not my fault that this is happening. But I just can't keep a straight face. And so there have been several instances where the final cut, what actually makes it to air, is like, Cassiel, with a little smirk on his face, It's really inappropriate, because they just simply couldn't get the shot. And I, as often as possible, ask Jared and Jensen to leave the stages when shooting my coverage. So I'll be doing a scene with Jared, usually, and say, Jared, can you please go to your trailer? And talk to the prop girl instead of to Jared for he should give his lines, because I'll keep talking if you want me
Does it ever hurt your throat like when you go into your casting?
It does.
It does actually.
Yeah, I'm sick of it.
Oh.
I actually do literally get a sore throat. I thought that I was going to be doing, a couple of episodes. And the first episode on Supernatural, one of my characters appeared.